civilization. If before they believe in the god Dionisio, now they are going to believe in the god Baco. They make some changes. Well, the same model the archaeologists applied to the civilization in the region. What was a civilization similar to Greek in terms of stability and development? Teotihuacan. Archaeologists consider Teotihuacan as a classic moment. Before Teotihuacan, pre-classic. For example, the people of the city of Cuicuilco in the south of Mexico City. Cuicuilcans were living very happy, very likely, but there was a volcano, the Chicle volcano. In the year 150 before Christ, the Chicle volcano made eruption. Like the use of the Chicle tree, the magma came down really slow. They have enough time to abandon the city, most of them. And they came here. Here there already be people living since the 200 before Christ. The first inhabitants live in caves. But most of the people came here going away from the volcano. They relate with the people that live here and they have children with them. They and their descendants were the people that built the city of Teotihuacan. About the post-classic, remember they have to burn the limestone to make the stucco to put this material in the walls? Like those parts in white and red color, the part that we should not touch. So you can imagine in that time all the city with the stucco, very bright in red color, many of these buildings. To do this, they have to burn a lot of limestone, and to do this, they have to cut a lot of trees. And they finish the rainforest. By the way, in that time there were not this kind of trees. These kind of trees are called pirul. The pirul tree comes from South America. One of the viceroys brought the first piruls to Mexico. But in that time, in this place were not piruls, but pines, coniferas. It was a coniferous forest. But one more time, they finished the coniferous forest to make the stucco. And unfortunately for them, also there was a very long dry season. So without the trees, there was not enough water in the ground. What happened after this? There were problems with the agriculture, and there were a lot of people already living here. And what happened after this? There were social problems. They were angry, even they burned part of the city with intention, and they decided to go to live to other cities that were growing up in that moment. Cities like Xochicalco, Cholula, then they built the city of Tula, Tenayuca, or there is the post-classic moment until 1521 when the city of Mexico, Tenochtitlan, was destroyed. And all these cities, including the city of Mexico, Tenochtitlan, have a little bit of Teotihuacan influence. And now, why the Temple of Sun and Temple of Moon? The sun is bigger than the moon, the sun is the male, the moon is the female. But this idea of the sun and the moon is more an idea of the Mexicas or Aztecs more than an idea of the Teotihuacans. When the Mexicas or Aztecs passed in this place, the place was already abandoned for many centuries. And the Aztecs believed that only the gods could build these big buildings. Also, they thought these gods were giants because they found bones of Quinametzin. Do you know what is a Quinametzin? In our language of Aztec, Quinametzin means giants. They found the bones of giants, and that's true. But these bones of giants were not other than bones of mammoths, the big elephants. But they didn't understood that in that moment. The Teotihuacan didn't have a writing. Maybe they were started to develop a writing when they abandoned the place. So we're not really sure how they call themselves. But the Mayans have a writing. In the region of the Mayan, there's a stone where there's a symbol related with Teotihuacan. They don't understand, the archaeologist doesn't understand very well, but they know that it's related with the water. So maybe it was something similar like the people of the city of water, something like that. Today, the archaeologists know that the Temple of Sun were the Aztecs or Mexicas, the one that call it the Temple of Sun. But for the Teotihuacan, for the people that built it, that was not dedicated to the sun, but to the god Tlaloc, god of rain. Temple of Moon was not dedicated to the moon, but to the goddess Xaxutlicue. Xaxutlicue was the female goddess of the waters in river, fountains, and earth. How they know this? In the belief of Tlaloc, god of rain, when the man died by water, this man used to go to a paradise of water called Tlalocan, where they changed into little kids called Tlaloques that they used to dance and play in the paradise of water. Because of these religious beliefs, they make some little kid sacrifice in honor of the god of rain. In the temple of Tlaloc, they found in the four corners kid sacrifice in honor of the god of rain, Tlaloc. In the temple of Xaxutlicue, they found the figure in the stone of the female goddess of the waters in river, fountains, and earth. The figure that is in better condition is in the Anthropology Museum in the Teotihuacan room. Have you been there? I recommend you to go, it's really nice. Only the Mondays is closed. In the entrance of the museum, there's a very big stone known as Tlaloc, god of rain. The day that they brought that stone, they said that we're not going to rain. And it didn't rain a lot. But today, the experts believe that it's not really Tlaloc, god of rain, but the goddess Xaxutlicue, the female goddess of the waters, because even have a little scare. And when in your free time, you get close to that stone that is in the middle of the yard, you will see that that stone still have two eyes. The face already disappeared. It have a necklace and the space for a heart of obsidian, glass, or jade. Next time you come here, you will see that the stone more erased because the wind and the rain are destroying the stone. And if they don't put a seal, it will disappear in the future. Temple of Moon, or Temple of Xaxutlicue, that was built in 7 moments, one over the other. Every 52 years, they built one moment over the other. Why every 52 years? Like for us, it's important a century, when we change from one century to another. For them to change from every 52 years to the other 52 years was important because there were two calendars. One was an agricultural calendar, a lunar calendar, or moon calendar, and the other was a ritual calendar. The calendar goes like this, but every 52 years the calendars match. So it was an important moment where they make the ritual of the new fire. They turn off all the lights, all the fires. Then in a ceremony, they create a new fire, and they start to send the fire to the different families in order that they could bring this fire to their homes. It was a ritual every 52 years. Until today, modern times, people are still doing the ritual of the new fire every 52 years. Some of the people that continue with the traditions. Now, this perhaps ceremony one over the other. The last part was very bright in white color. Behind the Temple of Moon, you can see the Fat Hill. When the people walk from far away in the dead street, the Fat Hill looked very big and Temple of Moon looked very small. When the people start walking in the dead street, little by little, the Fat Hill is disappearing. And when the people arrive to that square, the Fat Hill that is behind disappears completely from their eyes. It's a very easy optical effect, but this impressed the people in that time. Remember, a hill represents a shimali. A shimali means a shield. A shield represents protection, so they brought this protection inside the city. This temple looks similar to the hill that is behind, but it's not a coincidence. They copied the nature and brought the nature inside the city. Look, the Temple of Tlaloc, or Temple of Sun, how the hill that is behind look very similar. It's not a coincidence. They copied the nature and brought the nature inside the city. Temple of Tlaloc, or Temple of Sun, was built in only one moment, plus the last part that was very bright in red color. It was surrounded by water, and there's a cave. In the end of the cave, there are 4 spaces, like the flower of 4 petals. It's like going to the underworld. But the stars up is like going to the upper world. So underworld and upper world in the same building. And they found in the stars mica. The mica is a stone that breaks with the sun. So with the mica in the stars, in that time it looked like a red hill with water falling down. It looked like that in that time. I will go with you to explain you more details in the free time. In the free time, they don't allow us to climb up the temples because of the pandemic, but you can walk in the dead street. You will see under that city of steel the painting of a puma. Take the photograph without flash. Where is the city of steel? Take the photograph without flash. Then you will continue. Okay, we have time for the photograph, but let me explain you this because this is really the most important part of the tour, my friend. Because I want to show you the meeting point. Okay, very important. You're going to walk in the dead street. You will arrive to a stair that everybody is crossing. Cross carefully, there are not verandas there. When you arrive in that star, you will arrive in front of the Pyramid of Sun. When you see Pyramid of Sun in front, on your left side there are 2 ways. The way on the left side is a ramp that go up with a veranda of steel that is the connection to the gate number 4. Can you see the cars that right there? Okay, that's our meeting point between the 2 pyramids. In the middle is gate number 4. Who will be there? Watch out because the other side of the Pyramid of Sun is the gate number 5. Don't confuse it. If for any reason you get lost, tell the sellers, my friend, Puerta 4, gate 4. No problem, I will see you there 2:30. Other thing, if you don't want to cross the stairs, when you arrive to the stairs that everybody is crossing, if you don't want to cross the stairs, you can continue walking in the dead street, and you will see 3 steps of a stair like this. Don't cross those one and walk on the left side, and there's an entrance flat to the Pyramid of Sun. One more time, watch the Pyramid of Sun in front, on the left side the connection to the gate number 4. One more thing, if when you arrive to the Pyramid of Sun, you see that you still have like 30 or 40 minutes of free time. In case you want to do a little bit more exercise, you can even go all around the Pyramid of the Sun without problem, and then to the gate number 4, where we will be there 2:30. My friends, this is a very good place to take a photograph. 5 minutes to take your photograph. If somebody wants that I take the photograph, I can do it. Only $5? Nah, just kidding. If somebody wants that I take the photograph, I can do it. In this side is very good, the photograph.